Sorry, in our last session, I failed to mention a couple of things on sole proprietorship. First thing is liability. One of the drawbacks of being a sole proprietorship is you may have a liability issue. If you have something that you sell that may be harmful to others, say a toy or something, and someone chokes on that toy, they could sue you personally, and that's a big problem. If you don't have any liability issue with the product or service that you sell, then you might want to continue to be a sole proprietorship. If you do, then you may want to be a corporation or an LLC. Today we're going to talk about corporations. There's two types of corporations you can be. One is a C corporation, and the other one is an S corporation. Basically, when you form a corporation, all corporations start out as a C corporation. A C corporation files an 1120 return. That is its own entity return, and it basically is filled out by including the income and expenses of the business. And basically, it's separate from your personal tax return. So it will file its own tax return. It will pay its own tax. Now, you've all heard about the new tax law, which will make the corporation tax 21%. So it's a straight 21%. So now, on our example from before from a sole proprietorship, what you'll pay now will be on $100,000, let's say, for example, you will pay 21%, which will be $21,000. Now, with a C corporation, any income that you take after paying the corporation tax, so in this case $21,000, not including state income tax, you'll say have $79,000 left over, and you'll take that as a draw, and you'll pay taxes on the dividends. So that's essentially double taxation. So you're paying taxes on the first $79,000 basically twice. So that's one of the drawbacks of being a C corporation. You might have to be a C corporation if you're, say, a foreign individual that wants a corporation. That's not allowed for an S corporation, and that's our other entity that we'll discuss. So as a C corporation, you're allowed to have as many foreign investors as you want, or foreign individuals, or non-residents of the United States, and that's the way that would work. So that gives you protection from liability, but and it also separates you from any individual tax concerns that you might have. So in other words, if your income is $100,000, or say $200,000 or $300,000, you go into the highest bracket, you might want to consider being a C corporation if there's not too much income, and if you want to just continually try to increase the business and leave the income in there for a while and not take any dividends. That might be one of your ways to go for a C corporation. The other entity is an S corporation, and I'll talk to you about that in our next session.